Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Streets Be Talking podcast, where we dive deep into the pulse of the city and streets and listen to the stories and voices that often go unheard. I am your host, Law Ice, and today I have an incredible discussion for you, where we will talk about the Chicago incident, and also I want to talk about this Black woman sisterhood. Are they being promoted to be the lowest of the low? Uh, Degraded, downgraded, however you want to call it, because it's a problem that's brewing in the Black community. So, once again, thank you for joining me, and let's get straight to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for joining my podcast today. I'm gonna get straight to the point. I want to talk about the Chicago incident. It's a very tragic story. And my condolences go out to the mother and the son. Um, I know the son, he's going through a whole lot of trauma. He's gonna have trauma for the rest of his life because he had to kill. He had to harm a man. That's the best way I can put it. And I just hope they can move forward on all this. But like I say, it's a horrible thing, and my condolences go out to her and her son, and I wish them all the best. But also, I want to get off into you know, this lawsuit thing that's I having a hard time trying to understand on. These people let you go free. Now you starting to poke the bear, you know, with a lawsuit. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people might feel like, hey, uh, she's within her rights to do this. But, you got other people feel like, hey, these people let you go free. Why don't you go ahead, take your ball and go home? Hey, everybody think different, but um, let's get off into it. Hold on.
Against her and her son, Carlisha Hood has filed a lawsuit against the city of Chicago and the 5 officers involved in her arrest. Attorneys saying that police had all the evidence they needed from the very beginning to know that their client was not guilty of the first-degree murder charges filed against her. Flanked by her 2 attorneys, 35-year-old Carlisha Hood broke down this morning, clearly overwhelmed by the events of the last 9 days.
I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby.
Hood was released last night from Cook County Jail following a 6-day imprisonment on charges of first-degree murder and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. This after on the night of June 18th, she was involved in a verbal altercation with 32-year-old Jeremy Brown while picking up a food order at a Maxwell Street Express restaurant in West Pullman. The incident, which was captured on both the restaurant surveillance video and on a witness's cell phone, shows that argument escalating into physical violence.
Okay. So, one of my first things is I think they said what happened. It was around about 11 o'clock that night. You know, first of all, this is why I say a woman should be with a man, and a man gonna take care of her. The reason why I say that because 11 o'clock at night, why are you out getting food? I understand people get hungry and everything, and a late night run, but you in Chicago, and I'm not familiar with the area it was in, but I'm pretty sure it's a bad area, and that's why everything played out like it was. But see, if you had a man at home, all this would never happen from the get go. The reason why I say that because if you had a man at home, um, that the man would have told you first thing, hey, look here, I'm gonna give you some money. Go to the grocery store, get some food, so you can cook. You know, all that going out late night, 12 o'clock at night. Nah, a man ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dangerous. You know, and that's why that was the first red flag when I heard about this story. You know, like are she married or with a boyfriend and everything? But she's a single mother and everything. And I look at the time, I'm like, well, that's probably why this incident happened, because like I say, a man would never have his woman going out there in a dangerous area to get food, you know.
As Brown punches Hood in the head 3 times. We stopped the video before that first punch. It is just as that happens that Hood's 14-year-old son, who was by then standing in the doorway of the restaurant, opens fire on Brown, fatally shooting him in the back.
Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and then arrested.
Neither Hood nor her attorneys today addressed prosecutors' initial arguments against her, alleging that during the argument, Hood texted her son, who was waiting outside in their vehicle, to bring in a legally owned weapon she had in the glove box, inciting him to violence.
Now, I really want to know, is that true? Did she really text her son to come out and handling business like that? That has that has yet been confirmed on about the text messages and everything. But like I say, I don't know if that's true or not, but who knows?
While the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim.
What Hood's attorneys did address was the surveillance video, which by prosecutors' own admission, investigators had from the very beginning, and which they say demonstrates that any actions taken either by Hood or her son were in self-defense. Their lawsuit, filed this morning, accuses police officers of malicious prosecution, false arrest, and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
You don't have to be a lawyer to appreciate and recognize that when a woman is violently attacked by a man, an unarmed woman, that she should.
You can tell he's looking for a big old payday. I mean, you could just see it. This whole law group, law firm, whatever. Yes, they trying to, get a come up, and sadly, like I say, this young lady, she's caught up in the crossfire because the lawyer's gonna try to get anything and everything if they can even get something. They're gonna try to push it.
Be arrested.
In dismissing the charges yesterday, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office said only, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we were unable to meet our burden of proof. An investigation into the now deceased Jeremy Brown's background shows that he was a convicted felon with several domestic battery charges against him. As for the lawsuit, the city of Chicago will only say that they will review it upon receipt.
All right, so yes, the young lady, she's filed a lawsuit and everything, and I don't know, I don't, I really don't know how far she's gonna get with this, because hold on, she filed a lawsuit against the city of Chicago. Now I can see she filed a lawsuit at the restaurant. You know, that'll make sense, you know. But damn, she filed a lawsuit against the city of Chicago. Like, we, you know, when you like I say, these people let you go free. Now you starting to mess with these white folks now. And I just don't, in my eyes, I don't know. She might do have a case, you know, but it's gonna be a long time. I mean, because they gonna try to they gonna try to push they're gonna try to push this thing out for the long run, and it's all about is um will she be able to withstand all the backlash that is coming towards her way. And that's another thing, I'm also hearing that she's having to move to another location. I don't know how true that is, but that's what the streets been talking about. Her and her son and a couple more of her kids will have to move to another location. So, um, like I say, I wish them the best of luck, and um, also I want to give my condolences out to Mr. Brown, his family. He got 2 little girls, for what I was told. So I'm, you know, because the little girls they finna be raised up without a father and everything, you know, no dad or nothing. So I just, you know, it's a sad situation and everything, but hopefully, hopefully the young lady she got a good case, because I don't know, man, because you know when you start dealing with the white folks, it's hard. It's hard, you know, especially when their pockets are a little bit deeper than your whole law firm. So, you know, I don't, like I say, I don't know. She might be able to win this case. She might. It's a big possibility that she might not. So, good luck to her, and get some help for her son, because he's definitely gonna need it. All right. Let's move on to the next topic, and I will be right back.